This full countdown will not be used, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just getting a few last pieces situated before we launch our broadcast, so stand by. Well, this World Championship Series just got very, very interesting, very, very fast because the New York Knicks stole Game 1 of the series on Wednesday night when they beat the Spurs 105-95. How will the Spurs respond? And the big question is, are the Knicks going to be greedy and go for 2, or are they going to be satisfied with a split going back to New York this weekend? Stand by as our continuing coverage of the 2026 NBA World Championship Series begins right now.
The following is a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
A pleasant good evening to one and all in the region, across the nation, and around the world. We welcome you all to our continuing coverage of the 2026 NBA World Championship Series as the New York Knicks look to make it 2 in a row in Texas over the Western Conference champion San Antonio Spurs. And welcome to the broadcast booth, broadcast studio, everybody. My name is Brian Snow. Happy to bring this to you. Been messing around with the set a little bit. There we go. Got everything here. Just got to work on the clothes and make sure the shirt fits and everything like that. But welcome to SMSN's Championship Central. This is where our continuing coverage of all the championships, the Stanley Cup, the Super Bowl, NBA World Championship, WNBA Finals, the World Series, everything gets covered right here in Championship Central. And again, welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. Brian Snow here with you. And, man, I tell you what, New York made a liar out of me in Game 1 because I did not expect the Knicks, and I am admitting this freely, I did not expect the Knicks to zip through the fourth quarter of Game 1 the way that they did, especially when the Spurs went up by 14. Seems like the Knicks had a calling card for me and quite a few other people. Will they leave the same calling card tonight? That is the question. We are counting you down to tip-off of Game 2 of the NBA World Championship Series. And, man, I'll tell you what, waiting for this one, this matchup is nothing like 1999 at all. And I'm enjoying it. I'm going to enjoy every game that I broadcast for this series, and I hope y'all enjoy it also. Let's take a break, and we'll break this, and we'll make a quick breakdown for game number 2 of the NBA World Championship Series, set to begin a little over 10 minutes from now. So we'll take a break, and when you all get back, It's time for Game 2 of the NBA World Championship Series between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. The Championship Central pregame show continues in a moment.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
There is a road laid out for me, leading down to
boxes everywhere. And this is gonna be Addie's room.
I am blind, but I need not see.
I think you're really gonna like it.
I know this road is there for me. There is a love waiting for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to...
The following is a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Once again, good evening, everybody, and welcome to SMSN Championship Central as we present to you Game 2 of the NBA World Championship Series between the San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks as the Spurs look to even the series, and to do that, they must find a way to get Victor Wembanyama going because Karl-Anthony Towns, say what you want about him, did a great job defensively on Victor Wembanyama. All his spin moves and quick moves, nothing seemed to work. But the X factor tonight is going to be one Josh Hart. At least for me it is, because Josh Hart yanked down 15 rebounds in game 1. The Knicks barely lost the rebound battle, but they got all the key rebounds when they needed to. Here's the other key. How is Jalen Brunson going to fare after injuring his knee, it appears like, in game 1? Well, he answered that question coming out of the tunnel when he pulled a Willis Reed, came back, led the Knicks with 30 points, and got them to victory. That final was 105-95. That represented the 6th consecutive game where the Knicks won on the road and beat an opponent by 10 points or more. Remember the blowouts in their clinching games in Philadelphia and Cleveland? Yesterday was nothing different. We're going to take a break, and when you all get back, I'll be in the broadcast booth getting you ready for the play-by-play of game number 2 of the NBA World Championship Series between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. The tip-off is next on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Daniel Barry is the first to crack our chat. Good evening to you, kind sir. And we are just about ready for Game 2 of the NBA World Championship Series. It's tonight, and it's coming in a few short moments. Waiting for the feed to come in to broadcast this game. Doggone it. There we are. They're doing the national anthem right now at the Frostbank Center. And once that is done, we'll have the starting lineups for tonight's game. There we are. I have to use my tablet to call this game. Horowitz is with me, says, let's do it. Game 2, when the rent's due. You better believe it, because most of the time it's what happens in Game 2 that determine the series. And the first piece of evidence that I will offer is the year 1991. The Lakers stole Game 1 at Chicago Stadium in the 1991 NBA Finals, 93-91. But then the Bulls won the next 4 to win that series in 5 games and became only the second team to win all 3 on the road when it was a 2-3-2 format. So, Horowitz, I thank you for riding with me. And to those of you that are tuning in for the first time, this is old school radio play-by-play. And I have on, I said I'd wear a shirt and tie tonight, but it's hot here in the studio. So I am wearing something comfortable. I got the fan going. And we're gonna get this broadcast going in just a moment. I'm trying to pull the feed up as we speak. And I will also say this: if you like what you see and what you hear, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. to the YouTube channel and all of our other social media for Snowman Multimedia and the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. And also, if you can contribute with a donation to our PayPal and or Cash App to help keep the studio funded and going, that would be absolutely terrific. And we will shout you out during the game tonight when that happens. All right, we are awaiting the tip-off of Game 2. And it's at the Frostbank Center in San Antonio. And they're getting ready for the player introductions. Spurs intro is getting ready to come up right now. And I know I'm going to be a little behind in terms of the broadcast feed from some others, but do not, and this is the only, basically the rules that I have are be nice, be courteous, be kind. Do not swear in the chat because there are kids that listen and watch, and I do have children and grandchildren. But also the mega important thing is do not post any spoilers in the chat because I want to call this entire game and bring it to you old school style, the way that I grew up listening to sports back in the day when the simulcast was first introduced to me via Jim Durham and Johnny Red Kerr. No changes in the starting lineups. As they're rolling through the Spurs intro right now. Hey, do me a favor. Share this. Like, share, and subscribe this with everybody that you can. We had a big audience on Wednesday night. Let's repeat the feat and even exceed the audience tonight. This is a Friday night game. The Spurs will be in their home white uniforms. De'Aaron Fox out of Kentucky being introduced right now. You got to have a big game from De'Aaron Fox. Julian Champagny being introduced right now. Royston Gibbs is with us. What's up, Royston? As mentioned, if you want to keep the studio going, share this with everybody, and if you can contribute with a donation to either PayPal or Cash App, that would be fabulous. Stephon Castle out of UConn being introduced, and the star that remains is Victor Wembanyama. Royston Gibbs says Knicks go up 2-0. What do you all think? Do the Knicks go up 2-0 going to New York, or do the Spurs split going to Madison Square Garden? Mitch Johnson is the coach. His first finals appearance. Remember, he took over for Greg Popovich when Pop had a heart attack and couldn't coach. And they found a very capable replacement. Spurs go white tops, white bottoms with the black numbers and lettering trimmed in silver. And the Knicks go blue tops, blue bottoms. In the West Finals in Game 4 and Game 6, Victor had 33 in Game 4. He was 11 out of 22. And in Game 6, when they had to have it, he had 28 and 10 rebounds. He had a double-double on Wednesday night. The home team to lose Game 1 are 16-2 in Game number 2. And I mentioned one of those, which was 1991, when the Bulls and the Lakers were doing battle for the NBA championship. And the Lakers stole Game 1, but the Bulls wiped out the Lakers in Game 2 and then wound up winning all 3 in Los Angeles. Knicks in the blue uniforms, top and bottom, with the orange numbers and lettering trimmed in white. Spurs go with the home whites with the black numbers trimmed in silver. And again, if you want to donate to the cause, the Cash App you need is $ Tallman Dr. K50, or if you can donate via PayPal, it's paypal.me/snowman2172. Let's get this thing fully funded, get the equipment all the way updated, upgraded, and let's bring you some more quality broadcasts. And lose the next two in MSG, Horowitz replying to Royston Gibbs. These are two of my homies that are in the chat this evening. All right, here we go. Knicks will go left to right, Spurs right to left. The tip is controlled by the San Antonio Spurs, and Stephon Castle will bring it across into the front court. Castle leans over the dribble straight on, guarded by Josh Hart. On the right side is De'Aaron Fox. Fox on the move into the right corner. Jump pass left side, Vassell. Vassell on the drive in the lane. Pitch out Wemby. Wembanyama on the drive into the lane. Forces a pass in. Tip back out. A three by Vassell. Good. That's a great start for San Antonio. They lead 3-0. That is a terrific start for the Spurs. And remember, they trailed 14-7 coming out of the gate. And now the Spurs turn on the pressure as Jalen Brunson brings it up. Brunson had 30 points in the game on Wednesday night. Brunson off to the left, lobs it for Karl Anthony Towns, left wing, 11 on the clock. Karl Anthony Towns holds the ball with one hand, guarded by Wembanyama, forces a pass to Jalen Brunson, and they went over and back, and nothing happened. Brunson's 20-footer from the right is good. 3-2 our score. Castle all the way down to Vassell on the right baseline. Devin Vassell comes back out to Castle. Out front, Victor Wembanyama. Left wing, Champagnie. Julian Champagnie all the way to the hoop. Lays it up. No good, but a foul called. And Champagnie shoots two. Foul is charged to Jalen Brunson. That is his first and the first team foul. Brunson had 19 points in the second half on Wednesday night. He was 12 for 31 from the field. Julian Champagnie had 16 points in game one. 15 of those came in the first half. Free throw is good. 4-2 Spurs. 10:55 left in the first quarter. Follow along with us on Championship Central when we cover all the major championships, including the college football playoff and our regular season action, because we will get back to Monday Night Baseball and White Sox baseball when the schedule clears. Second free throw good for Champagnie. It's 5-2 Spurs. The Spurs turn on the full court pressure. Brunson has in the backcourt, this time pressured by Stephon Castle as Brunson across the timeline into the front court. Now quickly double teamed at the timeline. Jump pass to Karl Anthony Towns. Underneath the OG Anunoby. Now Josh Hart. Now back to Karl Anthony. Now back to Mikal Bridges. He missed the shot underneath. And the rebound by De'Aaron Fox. Back come the Spurs the other way. Fox on the drive. Stops in the lane. 10-footer. Rimming. No. Rebound Towns. 5-2 Spurs. 10:25 left in the opening quarter. Jalen Brunson on the move to the left. Out front, Josh Hart. Back to Brunson, left wing. He leans into a three. He missed it, but a foul is called, and Brunson will get 3 free throws. Good job by Jalen Brunson drawing the contact, and he will indeed shoot 3. Got iced tea in this bottle. I got ice water in this bottle. Jalen Brunson, as mentioned, 30 points. He's got the first 2 already for New York. Free throw here, good. Brunson, the veteran, drafted by the Dallas Mavericks out of Villanova University. And there's a local connection tie with yours truly being from Chicago. He's a former Lincolnshire Stevenson Patriot. 10:18 for the quarter. Jalen had 13 points in that magical Knick fourth quarter. The second attempt on the way is good. It's 5-4. $10:18 left in the quarter, and for one of the few times the Knicks had under 100 points, but they did not score in the last 2.5 minutes on Wednesday, and the Knicks shut them out 11-0. The third attempt on the way is good. We are tied 5 apiece. And the Knicks do not decide to bring pressure. Stephon Castle brings it up. Castle across into the front court, splits the double team, balls down on the dribble, and a foul called on Josh Hart. That'll be his first and the second team foul. 5 apiece, 10-12 for the quarter. And the Spurs will bring it in with 17 on the shot clock. This is one of the changes that I had to get used to in doing NBA. They do not reset the shot clock to 24. They have it to Champagny in the left corner. Out front, Castle. Castle leans over the dribble between the rings, guarded by Josh Hart. Over to the right side for De'Aaron Fox. Fox on the drive in the lane. Pitch out left corner, Vassell. Left wing, Champagny for three. Bullseye! Julian Champagny at it again in the first quarter. That's his first three of the night. And the Spurs have the lead 8-5, 9:50 for the quarter. They're bringing the pressure. Here comes Brunson. And my feed froze. Okay, now we're caught up. 10-5. My feed froze for a moment. I apologize for that, folks. 10-5 our score. Mikal Bridges at the controls. Finds Hart. Left side Towns. In the left corner, Brunson. Anunoby on the drive and in the lane. Lays it up and in. OG Anunoby with his first bucket. 10-7 in favor of the Spurs. 9:15 for the quarter. Here comes Stephon Castle with a jump pass to Fox. Tap pass in the corner to Vassell. Vassell fakes in the lane, looking for help. Finds Wemby. That ball was tipped. Champagny gathers it in, and a fadeaway three is good. Julian Champagny at it again. 13-7, 8:55 for the opening quarter. Jalen Brunson got bumped at the timeline, finds Karl Anthony Towns, now to Josh Hart on the right wing, back to Brunson. Brunson on the drive, right baseline, in the lane, pitch out left corner. Anunoby with a fake, now steps into a three, and he hits it. 13-10 our score, and 8:38 for the opening quarter. De'Aaron Fox back the other way. We got the Stanley Cup Final for you tomorrow, as well as WNBA action in New York. Here comes Wemby to the free throw line, finds Castle for three off the back of the rim, and the rebound, Mikal Bridges. Hands to Brunson. Knicks left to right here in the first half. Jalen Brunson leans over the dribble, on the move, in from the left, laid it up, had his shot blocked by Wemby, cleared by Vassell. Castle on the run, Stephon Castle on the drive, right baseline, goes up, left it short, ball on the floor, they don't go after it. Anunoby ahead to Brunson. Brunson flying in, his shot's blocked by Vassell, out of bounds. Get that weak stuff out of here. First block of the night for the San Antonio Spurs. They wound up with 4 in game 1. And a great job by Devin Vassell, able to block the shot and not commit the foul. Baseline right, it'll be whom? It'll be Jalen Brunson that will pull the trigger. Baseline right. A bounce pass in play to Hart. Josh Hart on the drive, left baseline. And a foul called underneath. No, but 3-second violation. 3-second violation called against the Knicks. Keldon Johnson now on for the Spurs. 7:59 left in the opening quarter. And the Spurs have the ball. Castle brings it up. Castle in the front court off the Champagny screen on the drive. A pitch out to KJ. KJ on the drive. Works his way in the lane. Double fake. Shovel pass to Wemby for the right-handed dunk. Or the left-handed dunk, I beg your pardon. 15-10. Spurs by 5. 7:38 for the quarter. Spurs 5 out of 8 coming out of the gate. A bounce pass to Anunoby out front. In the right corner at Josh Hart. 3 is no good. Champagny the rebound. Spurs on the run. Dylan Harper ahead to Castle. Castle flies in the lane. Lays it up, no good. Rebound Brunson. Here they come back the other way. Brunson in the front court. A lean-in 3. Got it. Sick Diggy is with us on our YouTube channel. We are live on Rumble as well. 8 points for Jalen Brunson coming out of the gate. 15-13 Spurs. Here comes Castle on the drive. In from the right. Out to Champagny. Out front Harper. Harper flying in. Lefty layup is in. Dylan Harper with his first bucket. And it's 17-13 Spurs, 6:50 for the quarter. Josh Hart has it off to the right. Hart plays it to Anunoby. In the left corner is Bridges. Bridges holds against Champagny. Comes back outside. Now has it to Hart. On the right wing is Karl Anthony Towns. Towns back left Josh Hart. Hart on the drive. In from the left. Pitch back out Towns. He'll lift up a 3, and he missed it. Rebound Johnson. KJ on the push. Spurs on the run to Wemby. Wemby between the circles. Bounce pass Keldon Johnson. Back to Wembanyama. A deep 3. Missed it. Rebound Josh Hart. Looked good when it left his hands, but it clanged off the back of the rim. Josh Hart back the other way. Stops three-point stripe straight on between the rings. Plays it to Bridges. Over the top pass tipped by Champagny. Gathered in by Anunoby in the left corner. Back outside Karl Anthony Towns on the left wing. Back to Anunoby on the drive. Left baseline. Runs into a double team. Comes back out to Josh Hart. Pitch pass Brunson. Left corner Bridges. Bridges on the drive in from the right. Back outside Josh Hart. Josh Hart lean in 15-footer. Nope. Rebound Wembanyama. Back come the Spurs up 4. Dylan Harper on the move in the front court. Jump pass to Castle. He goes up. Nope. Foul called, and Castle shoots 2. And that will send us to our first timeout. 5:46 left in the first quarter, and your score, the San Antonio Spurs 17 and the New York Knicks 13. This is the 2026 NBA World Championship Series Game 2 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
The World Championship Series continues here on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Brian Snow here with you. How do you guys like the championship booth? I had a little fun with designing today, and you're going to see a booth like this, like from now on. Although the only thing that'll change will be the top banner, and I'm trying to figure out what to put in that top banner. Your score here is the Spurs 17 and the Knicks 13, and the Spurs came with some early pressure. And the Knicks forced the Spurs forced the Knicks to scramble on that last possession that nearly ended up in a violation. Spurs had 27 points in game 1 in the first quarter. They were 9 for 24. Here they're 11 for 17. 9 for 17. Free throw no good for Stephon Castle. 5:46 left in the opening quarter. The Spurs are in the bonus. Stephon Castle had 17 points in game number 1. Everybody needs to step up for San Antonio tonight. Luke Cornett now on for Victor Wembanyama. The second attempt on the way. Out. Rebound tip out of bounds. Belongs to San Antonio. So Castle misses 2 free throws, but the Spurs retain possession. Layout is looking good, says Horowitz. Thank you, my man. They have it in play and a foul called as they look to get it in play to Luke Cornett. That foul is on Karl Anthony Towns, and Cornett shoots 2. Mr. Redden says, salute to you, my dusty brother. Thank you, Philip. I appreciate it. They lobbed it in play to Cornett, and Karl Anthony Towns did indeed commit the foul. So Cornett shoots 2. 5:45 opening quarter. His first one is good. 18-13 Spurs. Remember, it took them halfway through the second quarter for them to get going. And as mentioned, they were 9 of 24 in quarter number 1 on Wednesday. The second attempt on the way, short. Rebound tip. Karl Anthony Towns has it. Outlet pass to Shamet. Landry Shamet flying in. Missed the layup. Rebound Champagny. Spurs back the other way, right to left. In the front court is Stephon Castle. Castle on the drive, feeds to Harper. Harper with a fake, steps inside, goes all the way to the hoop for the two-hand dunk. 20-13, Spurs by 7 and 5:20 for the quarter. And this crowd is into it in San Antonio. Bridges at the controls, finds Towns, and a foul called on Luke Cornett. Dylan Harper with a great take, flying over Karl Anthony Towns for the emphatic two-handed dunk. And that had Wemby impressed. So foul line extended left. They look to come in. Brunson looks to pull the trigger. In play it comes to Towns. Towns has it on the left wing. Or this is Towns for 3 from the left. Got it. Karl Anthony Towns with his first bucket. 20-16. 5:08 for the quarter. Stephon Castle back the other way. Castle at the controls. Stop 3-point strike. Out to Harper for 3. Nope. Rebound Towns. You don't want to get into a 3-point contest with these Knicks. Here comes Jalen Brunson. Brunson backwards dribble. Now finds Towns out front. Brunson. Right corner Shaman. He steps into a 3, and he missed that one badly. Rebound chased down by Deuce McBride, and a loose ball foul against the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox back on the floor for San Antonio. Yeah, I had some fun doing the layout, and I think this is the layout I'm going to go with going forward. The only thing, as I mentioned, that's going to change is the top banner. 4:49 left in the opening quarter. Bryant now on for San Antonio. A pair of 11s as he guards Jalen Brunson. Against the 5-second count, they have it into Towns. Towns guarded by Bryant in the switch. They got a mismatch somewhere if they can identify it. Jalen Brunson deep on the left wing, 6 to shoot, but an offensive foul called. Oh, Brunson, my mistake. It's not a foul. Brunson stepped out of bounds. I apologize for that. Wayne is 16. Here comes Bryant. Dump pass underneath. It's intercepted by Brunson. Brunson back the other way. Brunson 3-point stripe to the left, guarded by Dylan Harper. Now Towns has it out front. Towns on the move to the left. Against Cornett, flying in, lays it in. And it's a 2-point game, 20-18. And 4:14 left in the opening quarter. Towns looks very spry coming out of the gate. De'Aaron Fox at the controls. Finds Harper, left side, right side Vassell for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. San Antonio settling for shots. Now the Knicks with a chance to tie or get the lead. Here comes Brunson on the move off to the left. Brunson has it on the left wing. Foul by Cornett out front. Fourteen fouls against San Antonio. .355 left in the opening quarter. 20-18. Spurs by 2. They led by as many as 7. Mitch Johnson directing traffic for the Spurs. A bounce pass in play to Mitchell Robinson. Now back to Jalen Brunson. Brunson at the free throw line. Lifts the jumper. No good. Rebound tip. High in the air. Comes down to Deuce McBride. His fall-away jumper. No good. Cornette the rebound. Spurs ball up a pair. Bryant shovel pass ahead to De'Aaron Fox. Fox on the drive in the lane. Double fake. Looking for help. Turns. Bank shot. Good. De'Aaron Fox with his first bucket. 22-18 Spurs, and this allows Wemby to get a little more rest. 3.5 of the quarter. Landry Shamet has it in the backcourt. Shamet across the timeline on the attack in from the right, goes all the way. His shot's blocked, but a foul called on De'Aaron Fox. Well, that foul is charged to Cornette. Mitchell Robinson will shoot 2. And he misses the first one. He didn't take the first one yet. I looked away. My mistake. I apologize again. Mitchell Robinson, 36% from the free throw line. Lowest free throw percentage in NBA Finals history. And he hits the first one. 22-19, 3:25 left in the quarter. Spurs are trying to get that same energy early in this game, but seem to be harvesting fouls. Let the engine warm up. That's what they need to do. They had to let the engine warm up in game 1. But then I go back to that fourth quarter shutout the Knicks pitched at the end of game 1. The second attempt is a line drive miss, and the rebound taken down by Vassell. Dylan Harper brings it up right to left. Harper across the timeline into the front court. Harper on the attack. Gets Brunson out of the way. Steps out to the three-point stripe between the rings. Feeds it left side to Bryant. Back to Harper. On the right side is Vassell on the drive all the way to the hoop. Lays it in. Devin Vassell has 7, and the lead is 5. 24-19. 3 minutes for the quarter. Spurs have 12 points in the paint already. Knicks with only 4. Brunson has it out front. Feeds it right corner to Shamet. And a foul called before Shamet could get the shot. They took a foul on Mitchell Robinson. And that'll send us to a timeout. Phew! We need the break. 2:56 remaining in the opening quarter. It's the Spurs 24 and the Knicks 19. We'll be back with more after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more. so fans can fan.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
You know what? Horowitz brings up a great point. Foul, and even more foul. What is this, an NBA Finals game or a meeting of the Audubon Society? You know what happened? I think because they had Mitchell Robinson on the floor, who was a terrible free throw shooter, as I pointed out just a moment ago, they are doing the hack-a-shack only with Mitchell Robinson. They're taking the fouls against Mitchell Robinson and making him shoot the free throws. And now that the Spurs are in the bonus, it'll be up to the Knicks to try to counter this move. So the Knicks spent a timeout, 2:56 left in the opening quarter. It's the Spurs 24 and the Knicks 19. And Mitchell Robinson will shoot a pair when we come back off the timeout. That's exactly what's going on with Mitchell Robinson in the game, and knowing how bad of a free throw shooter he is, they are fouling him. Knicks are 3 for 12 since they started 3 for 5, so they're 6 for 17 from the field. Mitchell Robinson to the free throw line to shoot a pair. He split last time. First free throw here, no good. 2:56 left in the opening quarter, and they're going to be doing this as long as Mitchell Robinson is on the floor. Robinson gets ready, shoots the second one. Nope. And Cornet claims the rebound. 5-point Spurs lead, and De'Aaron Fox brings it up. Fox, Cornet, Vassell, Carter Bryant, and Dylan Harper for the Spurs. Fox back to Vassell. Vassell with a fake. Back to Fox. Left wing three. Splash! 27-19. The Spurs have their biggest lead at 8 with 2.5 remaining in the opening quarter. Jalen Brunson brings it up. Brunson, McBride, Anunoby, Robinson, who is fouled yet again, and Shamet. That'll complete the 5 on the floor there. So Mitchell Robinson will shoot 2 more. And as long as he's on the floor, they're going to take the fouls against him to get him to the free throw line. Mitchell Robinson gets ready, offers the first one. Good. That's a line drive rebound, and it fell down. Game 3 is Monday at the Garden, and Wednesday is Game 4 at the world's most famous arena. We will have them all, no matter how long this series goes, we will have them all on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Robinson 2 for 4, or 2 for 5 from the line tonight. The second attempt on the way, good. He had 2 line drive free throws. 27-21, Spurs by 6, 2:25 for the quarter. We got WNBA action for you tomorrow with Indiana and the New York Liberty. Here comes Fox flying in, lays it in with the left hand. Spurs by 8, 2:15 for the quarter. Trying to even this series at 1 and get a great send-off to Manhattan. Brunson has it out front at the timeline. Brunson now chasing the double team. Behind the back pass is tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Knicks with 2:01 left in the quarter. If you like what you see and what you hear and you want to keep this old school simulcast alive, then consider making a donation to $Tallman Dr. K50. That's our Cash App. And our PayPal, which is paypal.me/snowman2172. Not only helps the company, but it helps my family. Here comes Brunson. Lean in, flip. Rimming, no. Rebound, Harper. Back come the Spurs the other way. A lob to Fox. He lays it in. De'Aaron Fox with 6. Lead is 10. 31-21 and 100 seconds for the quarter. On the right side is Jalen Brunson. Brunson escapes traffic. Now finds Shamet in the left corner, Anunoby. Anunoby on the drive in the lane. Lost the ball. Able to regain possession on the right wing. 6 to shoot. Anunoby turns on the dribble. Gets his way in the lane. A bounce pass to Robinson. He goes up and throws it down. Mitchell Robinson with 5, and the lead is 8. 31-23 and 1:15 for the quarter. Here comes Fox, lost possession, able to get it back, throws it back to Wembanyama, who's back on the floor. Wembanyama, stutter step dribble on the drive in from the right, lean in, flip on Robinson is blocked, but a foul called, and Wemby shoots a pair. That's right, Mr. McCarthy, sports ball. That's a familiar call when I go visit him at No Credentials Required. And you know what? Let's get Ryan McCarthy up to 1,000 subs, y'all. Go visit him. No Creds REQ on YouTube is the ID you're looking for. Wembanyama shoots a pair. 1:06 left in the quarter. The first free throw here, out. That's what. That's one of the things that killed the Spurs last time. 2 points for Wemby. He's 1 for 2 from the floor, and that was a flying dunk. But they're getting help all over the place tonight. SC Gullah is with us. Thank you for tuning in. Wemby gets ready, shoots the second one. Good. 32-23, Spurs by 9, and 1:05 left in the quarter. Jalen Brunson brings it up. Excuse me, that is Deuce McBride who brings it up. McBride and Anunoby, Brunson, Robinson, and Shamet for the New York Knicks. McBride nearly trapped out near the timeline, and he stepped in the backcourt. So this pressure is working for San Antonio. He sure did step on that center line. 32-23, 45 seconds left in the first. De'Aaron Fox deep on the right wing. We'll have sports carousel coverage for you tomorrow with the WNBA and the Stanley Cup Final. Here comes Fox. Fox splits the double team. Had his pocket picked by Brunson. Brunson on the drive, 2-on-1. Now to Shamet for the layup. Landry Shamet in his second tour of duty with the Knicks makes the score 32-25 and 31.2 left in the opening quarter. De'Aaron Fox brings it up. This is the most points the Spurs have scored in the first quarter in the playoffs, I do believe. 16 points in the paint for the Spurs, 8 for the Knicks. De'Aaron Fox at the timeline on the attack, finds Wemby. Fakes the three, now drives all the way in with a reverse layup. It's good. Wemby with 5. The lead is 9, 34-25. 8 seconds left, first quarter. Jalen Brunson on the right wing, 5 seconds. Brunson leans into a 3. Nope. Wemby, the one-hand pickoff. He'll throw one from 75 feet. That's no good, and that's the quarter. Alex McCutcheon with us says, go Spurs, and the Spurs are hot. They lead 34-25 at the end of one. And the Spurs out of the gate playing great. 34-25. That's the score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Time now for our question of the night, and it goes like this. What is your go-to snack for a championship game or championship series? Once again, what is your go-to snack for a championship game or championship series? I got several of them that my wife makes me. Whenever I'm doing the Super Bowl, we always have to get the meatballs. So she puts some meatballs in a crock pot. Either we use gravy or we use barbecue sauce. But when I did my first Super Bowl, which was Super Bowl 58, she brought me a bunch of meatballs, and then she also brought a healthy snack for me, and I'm glad she did, of celery and carrots with ranch dressing, which also got me through what turned out to be one hell of a Super Bowl between the Niners and the Chiefs that nearly went the length in overtime, but the Chiefs won it with 3 seconds left. So that's my go-to snack for a championship game or championship series. Here we go. Second quarter, Josh Hart brings it up. Jose Alvarado was on the floor. Alvarado on the move to the left. Jump pass back to Karl Anthony Towns. Feeds it right back to Shamet. Shamet's three. Rimming, no. Victor Wembanyama, a one-handed pickoff. Ahead to Harper. Dylan Harper back the other way. Finds Champagny. Back to Harper. Out from Wembanyama. Back to Harper. Harper works off the Wemby screen. Feeds it right corner. A Stephon Castle three. Book it. 37-25. Spurs by a dozen and a half a minute going on in the second quarter. Alvarado back the other way. 5 points for Stephon Castle. Anunoby out front. It comes to McBride. McBride to Towns out front. Towns steps back into a three, and he hits it. That's going to be huge for New York to get back in this ball game. Lead back down to 9, 37-28, and 11-10 for the half. Castle back the other way. Finds Wembanyama. Karl Anthony Towns has 8 points coming out of the gate. That pass poked away, gathered back in by Castle. Stephon Castle has it. 3-point stripe. 7 to shoot. Finds Harper or Champagny's three. Rebound Wembanyama. Tip back out to Castle. Back to Wemby on the left wing. 10 to shoot. Back to Castle. Fakes the three. Drives in. All the way. Bump. No foul call. Rebound comes down to the Knicks. Alvarado back the other way. He'll step into a three, and he missed it. Rebound Champagny. Bodies flying everywhere. And now Carter Bryant that's Keldon Johnson, who is hurt. Here's a three on the way. That's no good. Rebound Anunoby. Somebody needs to take a foul because Keldon Johnson is limping. Alvarado back the other way. Alvarado on the move to the right. Circles the wagons and comes back the other way. Bounce past Karl Anthony Towns at the free throw line. Got a mismatch all the way in on Stephon Castle. Missed the layup, drew the foul, and Karl Anthony Towns will shoot a pair. Keldon Johnson is limping. No, I take back what I said about the block by Shamet. That was clean. He got all ball first. Castle now has 2 fouls. Inspirational Truth is with us. I got my favorite cheese cubes and mixed nuts ready. There you go. I love that. 37-28. Karl Anthony Towns, 8 points in the game. Shoots the first one. Good. He's got 9. 37-29. The Spurs led by as many as 12. It's 8 right now. Harrison Barnes, the veteran from North Carolina, is now on. Keldon Johnson is out, and they'll work on him. Towns gets ready. Shoots the second free throw. Good. It's a 7-point lead, 37-30. Dylan Harper back the other way for the Spurs. Spurs are 4 for 8 from the line. Here comes Harper on the drive in the lane. Goes up, had it stripped. Offensive foul on Dylan Harper. So they'll turn the ball. So the Spurs will turn the ball over for the third straight trip. Or second straight trip, beg your pardon. Oh yeah, he did. He cleared out with his free arm and got him right in the back of the head. Against pressure, they have it in play to Alvarado. Alvarado brings it up against Stephon Castle. Alvarado on the move in the front court at the timeline. Now charges right down the lane all the way. Blocked by Wembanyama, out of bounds. Mike Brown looking for a 3-second violation. Not going to get it. $37 for the Spurs, 30 for the Knicks. They have it in play to Towns. Towns on the fly with a two-hands flush. A dozen for Karl Anthony Towns. 37-32, 7-0 run by the Knicks in the last 2 minutes. Right back comes Dylan Harper all the way. He goes up, had his shot blocked, cleared by O.J. Anunoby. Anunoby back the other way for the Knicks as they look to cut it to three. Anunoby with a spin. Pitch out, a three-pointer by McBride. That's no good. Rebound Harper. Outlet pass to Castle. Castle flying the other way. Going up. Had it blocked. Foul called, and Castle shoots a pair. Yeah, he did get hooked. He got fouled twice that time by Alvarado, as a matter of fact. So Stephon Castle will shoot a pair. Castle's first one, got it. 38-32 Spurs, 9:21 left for the half. We'll set your lineups for you here. Champagny, Wemby, Castle, Barnes, and Harper. The 5 on the floor for San Antonio. Stephon Castle, 6 points in the game. The second attempt on the way, good. 39-32 San Antonio. Karl Anthony Towns leads all scorers with 14 points. Castle, 8 points in the game for him. Alvarado brings it up against De'Aaron Fox. Alvarado in the front court finds Josh Hart. Gets rid of Wembanyama. Now finds Deuce McBride. McBride out front to Hart. Over the top pass into Karl Anthony Towns for the layup. He's got 14. 39-34. Spurs keep the 5-point lead. Wembanyama feeds it left to Champagny. Now Wembanyama out front now to Stephon Castle. Off the Wemby screen. Stephon Castle on the drive. 14-footer. Rimming. No. Karl Anthony Towns the rebound. Chance for the Knicks to cut it to 3 or 2 with a long one. Alvarado in the front court finds Towns. Towns with a fake. Drives on Wembanyama. Out to McBride. Straight on. Now Alvarado back to McBride on the left wing. A left wing 3-try. Rebound Castle. Back on the Spurs up by 5. 8:28 for the half. Castle finds Champagny. Pitch left corner. Over the top into Wembanyama. Went off the backboard. Taken down by Alvarado. Alvarado back the other way. Oh, that's Josh Hart, I beg your pardon. Has Towns out front with a deep 3. Rebound Fox. Spurs back the other way. De'Aaron Fox in the front court. Fox spins on the dribble. Got hooked. Nothing called. Now Fox back the other way on the drive. Shoots it in and draws the foul. So De'Aaron Fox to the line with 8:01 left in the half, looking for a 3-point play. Want to say hi to one of my favorite people, Kim Turk, who I affectionately call Mama Turk. She was one of the parents that loved listening to our broadcast of Trinity International University football. De'Aaron Fox has 11 points so far here in the first half. Wemby gets a breather. Cornette back in for him. Free throw good for De'Aaron Fox. And the lead is back up to 8, 42-34 and 7:58 remaining in the first half. Across in the front court is Alvarado. Feeds it to Josh Hart on the right wing. Back to Alvarado between the circles. 10 to shoot. Alvarado guarded by Stephon Castle out front. Castle poked it away. Alvarado gets it back. 5 on the clock. Alvarado on the drive. In the corner. Fakes. Lean in. Flip. Nope. Foul called. And Alvarado will shoot 3. Alvarado, the veteran from Georgia Tech, will get 3 free throws. And that's the second time that a shooter for the Knicks has been fouled shooting a 3-point field goal. Jalen Brunson hit 3 free throws the first time. Alvarado's first free throw here is good. 42-35. Spurs by 7. Here's a question for you. How many points do you think Wembanyama will have tonight? Put your guesses down below in the chat. Second free throw up, second free throw out. Still 42-35. Alvarado, one more. It's on the way, and it's good. 42-36. It's a 6-point Spurs lead. They've led by as many as 12. Fox across into the front court. Fox leans over the dribble guarded by Alvarado on the move to the left, driving in from the left. Stops, 15-footer, a brick. Rebound, Josh Hart. Chance to cut it to 4 or 3 with a long one. Josh Hart across into the front court. Finds Karl Anthony Towns out front. Now to Alvarado. Alvarado off the Towns screen. Directing traffic on his way to the right. Backs up on the dribble. 10 to shoot. On the left side is Josh Hart. Over the top into Karl Anthony Towns. Towns pitch out left corner. Bridges 3. Good from the right corner. And the Knicks are back to within 3 with 7 minutes left in the half. And the Spurs want time. 7:01 remaining in the first half of play. And the Knicks are charging back in the game. They trail 42-39 as we continue our coverage of the NBA World Championship Series after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one. of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA World Championship Series. Brian Snow here with you. If you like what you see and what you hear, then do us a favor and drop us a donation via Cash App at $tallman.K50 or by PayPal, paypal.me/snowman2172. Or you can also drop us a super chat on our YouTube channel. So any way that you choose to donate to the cause, it helps us get our network completely funded and everything upgraded. And it also helps me help my family as I battle all the way back from cancer, looking to find some work and get some wheels and all that good stuff. Karl Anthony Towns has 14 points coming out of the gate with 5 rebounds. Victor Wembanyama, 5 points and 4 rebounds coming out of the gate. They got to get Wemby involved in this game if they're going to steal one tonight. 42-39. Fox back the other way. Luke Cornett remains in the game for the Spurs. They go into the corner to Harper on the fly. Reverse layup is in. Dylan Harper makes it 44-39. 6:45 left in the half. Mikal Bridges at the controls, guarded by De'Aaron Fox. Over the top pass to Mitchell Robinson. Robinson finds Josh Hart on the left wing. Guarded by Harrison Barnes. Out front, Jalen Brunson. Brunson on the drive in on Cornett. Picks up his dribble. 5 to shoot. Looking for help. Bounce pass Anunoby. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. 1 to shoot. Anunoby fakes. Got stripped. And it's a 24-second violation. And Mike Brown looking incredulous going, where was the foul? Each team only 4 turnovers in this ball game. Fox back the other way. Luke Cornett comes to set the screen. Fox on the attack all the way to the hoop. Shoots it up. Short. Rebound Robinson. Jalen Brunson back the other way. Brunson a stutter step dribble in the front court outside left. On the drive in the lane. A pitch back out to Hart. Now the right side. Anunoby's 3. Long rebound Dylan Harper. Spurs 3-on-2. Harper on the drive. Lost the dribble. Able to get it back. Now finds Vassell 3 out of the corner. Long rebound chased down by Mikal Bridges. Ahead to Jalen Brunson. Brunson in the front court on the attack. In from the left. His pass is picked off. Dylan Harper back the other way. Harper on the drive. In on Anunoby. Layup is no good. Rebound comes down to Josh Hart. Body spilling all over the place. Hart finds Mikal Bridges on the left wing. His 3. Good. It's a 2-point lead. Several chances for the Spurs to extend the lead, and they don't take advantage of it. And they try to get him with silly shots. Here comes Fox, back the other way. Finds Harper in the corner. A 3 try on the way. Rebound batted out of bounds. Belongs to the Knicks with a chance to tie. Or get the lead with a long one. So now the Spurs will turn on the pressure. Josh Hart brings it up. Wembanyama back in the game. He's got to make an impact these next few minutes. Josh Hart has his pass poked away. Vassell trying to go after it. Can't. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with New York with 14 on the clock. Victor Locke is with us as Spurs have to be more disciplined in their shot selection. That is so right. The Spurs' pressure has hurt the Knicks, but in many ways, the Spurs have been unable to take advantage of it. Now the referees are meeting to see if there is a breakaway foul. You know what? There's going to be a review on the chance there may have been a breakaway foul. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Oh, had it, lost it. All right. There is indeed going to be a review. To see if there's I think a breakaway foul, or they're going to call a foul on Josh Hart, period. And Sick Diggy agrees with Victor. Disciplined is right because the Spurs, for the most part in this second quarter, have been undisciplined. All of the bad three-pointers they have taken, and yet they still lead by 2, 44-42. This is an official review to see if there is a foul on Josh Hart, or B, a breakaway foul. Yeah, they're on the it looks like Tony Brothers just about has the call here. They're still looking at it. There's 5:12 remaining in the first half. 44-42 Spurs. All right. He's got the call. And here it is. Wow. Wow. So not only was there a foul, it's now a flagrant foul 1 on Josh Hart. That's his third foul. And on top of that, there are 2 shots for San Antonio plus possession of the ball. So the Spurs with a chance to get maybe a 4 or a 5-point trip because Josh Hart commits a flagrant foul. Oh, boy. You see our ticker at the bottom of the screen. The White Sox go down to Philadelphia. 8-6 is the final score there. Vassell's free throw is good. San Francisco drilled the Cubs today, 18-3. Spurs by 3, 45-42, 5:14 left in the first half. Vassell again. Got it. So Vassell makes 2 out of 2. Spurs have it in play to Harper. Out front, Keldon Johnson, who's back on the floor. That's great to see. KJ to Wembanyama on the left wing. Wembanyama fakes on Robinson. Wembanyama drives. Jump pass back left, Champagny. His 3. Rebound tip twice. Loose ball foul against New York. So again, Spurs with a chance to get 4 or maybe 5 this trip because of the flagrant foul that was called on Josh Hart, and that is Josh Hart's third foul. Now we get a foul underneath on Mitchell Robinson. Because he was wrestling with Victor Wembanyama. So a technical foul has been called, or a foul away from the ball has been called. That's 1 shot and yet another possession for San Antonio. Free throw good for Wemby. So 3 points this trip so far for San Antonio. Now, can the Spurs really take advantage? Royson Gibbs says New York has to settle down. Here's Harper behind the back dribble, looking for help, throws it away, steal by Shamet. Anunoby back the other way. Anunoby is fouled. Going to the basket, and OG Anunoby, the veteran from Indiana, will shoot a pair. Very chippy in game 2. 4:45 left in the first half. Harper picked up his dribble. He had nowhere to go, and Anunoby was waiting on him. Anunoby's first free throw, good. 47-43. 6 points for OG Anunoby so far in the first half tonight. The second attempt on the way is good. It's a 3-point lead, 47-44. Dylan Harper brings it back the other way. Harper in the front court, standing dribble outside, right guarded by Landry Shamet. Harper keeps his dribble, this time still met by Shamet. They switched momentarily. Champagny on the drive, in from the left. A lob to Wemby. He guides it up, no good, but a foul called, and Wemby shoots a pair. .428 left in the first half. Now a chance for the Spurs to widen their lead back up because, remember, they led this game by as many as 12. Two big free throws coming up for Wembanyama. He's got 6 points in the game and 4 rebounds. He's 2 of 4 from the field, and he misses that free throw there. Missed free throws costing the Spurs a chance to widen their lead. 47-44, 4:28 left in the first half. The young man from France takes a deep breath, gets ready, shoots the second one, good. It's a 4-point lead, 48-44, as they call Wembanyama the alien. He hasn't performed like it yet, and I highlighted that in game number 1. Back the other way is Jalen Brunson, guarded by Dylan Harper. 13 on the clock, 4:17 on the big one. Jalen Brunson on the attack, in from the left. Jump pass right corner to Shamet. Shamet on the drive, in from the right, feeds it left corner. Now back to Brunson, out front Anunoby. Right corner Bridges for 3. Got it! It's a 1-point game as the shot clock went dead. 48-47, Mikal Bridges with 9. 3:50 remaining in the first half. Here's Wembanyama. Back to KJ. 4-3. Ring. No. And the rebound taken down by Towns. Outlet pass to Shamet. In the left. This is Shamet driving in from the left. Lays it in. 49-48. Knicks by 1. That's their first lead of the night. They were down by as many as 12, and they're doing what they did on Wednesday night. Dylan Harper back the other way. Harper in the front court, leans over the dribble. Harper wraparound dribble on the drive. His lean-in shot is no good. Harper gets the rebound, kick out Wembanyama. Wembanyama on the drive, back to Vassell for 3. Splash! And a foul called. So not only does Vassell get a 3 to give them the lead, they get a foul as well. And that foul is charged to Jalen Brunson. And that came with 1 on the shot clock. Carter Bryant back in for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox also on. 51-49 Spurs. They trailed only once tonight, and that was just a moment ago. Free throw, good. 52-49. Remember, the Spurs led by 7 at the end of the first half on Wednesday. 3:11 for the half. Devin Vassell has 11 to lead the Spurs. Here comes Brunson on the attack, on the drive, all the way. Lefty layup is good. It's a 1-point game. 52-51. 3 minutes for the half. De'Aaron Fox back the other way. Remember, the Spurs led this game by 12. De'Aaron Fox off the Wembanyama screen on the drive all the way underneath. Pitch back out to Vassell. Vassell on the drive all the way. Shoots it up. Nope. Rebound Bridges. Outlet pass tipped. Gathered in by Shamet. Shamet back to Brunson for three. In and out. Wembanyama the rebound. Spurs need to settle down. 2:35 left in the half, and they got the alien and bringing the ball up the court. Wembanyama in the front court directing traffic out front near the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Bounce past De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox turns. Has it on the right wing. Back to Champagny. Champagny started step dribble on the drive in from the left. Fakes. Comes back out. A Vassell three. Rimming no. Bad shot. Rebound Brunson. Chance for the Knicks to get the lead. Brunson back the other way. Hands to Anunoby on the drive. And on Wembanyama. Reverse layup. Blocked by Wemby. Out of bounds. Stays with New York. With 2:07 remaining in the first half, Wemby saying it should be our ball. That'll send us to a timeout. 2:07 remains in the first half. It's the Spurs 52 and the Knicks 51. Now we go to Kansas, our Kansas studio, and an update from the Droid as he's paying attention to the finals tonight. What you got for us, man?
Man, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to the MLB today, but today is the day of 10 points or more. The San Francisco Giants took down the Chicago Cubs 18-3. You were hearing that correctly. I'm not making that score up. 18-3 was the final score. And right now, the Baltimore Orioles are facing the former NLCS champions, the Toronto Blue Jays. They're up 13-3 on the Blue Jays. And, you know, around the diamond we'll go. Athletics are down to the Astros 5-1. Guardians lead the Rangers 2-1. The Royals have a lead for once in their lives, 2-0 over the Twins. The Reds are knotted with the Cardinals 3-all. The Brewers are losing to the Rockies 3-1. Mets and Padres are scoreless. Nationals deep backs. Nationals lead 2-0, and the Angels and Dodgers are in warm-ups. Your finals from today: Braves beat the Pirates 6-3. Rays beat the Marlins 6-0. The Red Sox take down the Yanks 5-3. The Phillies take down the White Sox 8-6. The Tigers take down the Mariners 73. And to repeat one more time, the San Francisco Giants take down the Chicago Cubs 18-3.
Wow. I was happy to see that score. I got to admit, me and from Chicago and a White Sox fan, I was happy to see that score. We got 2:07 left in the first half here. Spurs 52, Knicks 51. Thank you, George, for the Fanatics scoreboard update presented by Fanatics, officially licensed everything. Let's go back to our Kansas studio. What has been the key, you think, George, for the Knicks to get back in this ball game?
Karl Anthony Towns.
Agreed.
Anthony Towns has been one of the biggest key pieces for this Knicks team. Almost like a key missing piece for the longest time for this team. I mean, you know, the rebounds is really important, but also when he's on the floor, it's a plus-minus of 8. He has a positive 8 compared to his teammates who only have a 4, 2 -7s, a 5, a -9, -1, a +6 from Jose Alvarado, and -4 from McBride. So that high plus-minus is definitely a big one for the Knicks, but also the scoring from Brunson he's trying to help right now, but 3 for 10 is not really going to do much for you when you only hit 1 3 and the rest of your points are from free throws. So I definitely think Jalen Brunson needs to step up if they want to take back this game, and they need to get a stop on De'Aaron Fox. He's 5 for 8 right now, so I think that's another key part of this.
Well, let's see if the Spurs can take a lead into the locker room as they did in Game 1, and they led Game 1 by as many as 14 before losing Game 1, and they were shut out in the final 2.5 minutes of the ball game. Coming up at halftime, it's that halftime show on SMSN with all the stats, facts, and figures of the first half. We'll go through the scoreboard again. not only in Major League Baseball, but in the WNBA. There are a couple of big games going on in the WNBA tonight. They have Jalen Brunson down. Harper fakes. That ball swiped away, and Wembanyama the steal. Harper back the other way to Fox. Fox on the drive all the way in. Gets caught. Finds Champagny a three. Rimming, no. And the rebound to Karl-Anthony Towns. Knicks back the other way, looking for the lead. Karl-Anthony Towns between the circles. Finds Jalen Brunson on the left wing. Jalen Brunson has it this time. Picks up his dribble. Starts his dribble. 9 to shoot. Ball on the floor. Brunson able to get it back. 6 to shoot. Shamet, tap pass Towns. In the right corner, Anunoby. He'll lift up a three. Nope. And the rebound comes down to Vassell. Spurs still lead by 1. 80 seconds for the half. On the right side is Wembanyama. Back out front. Vassell. That's an over and back violation. Spurs have been turning the ball over at a horrible clip here in the second quarter.
And it doesn't help that neither team can hit a shot to save their lives, Brian. It's been a 1-point game for the last, I feel like, 2 minutes now.
1:08 for the half. Towns lifts up a three. That's no good, but a foul called. That's their first in the last 2 minutes. .108 left in the first half. Keldon Johnson back on for Dylan Harper, who saw some extended minutes. They have it in play to Brunson. Brunson turns right of the lane and on Wembanyama. Fadeaway shot of the free throw line. Nope. Rebound to Aaron Fox. Spurs still lead by 1. Under a minute to go. Here comes Keldon Johnson. Johnson runs over people. Offensive foul on Keldon Johnson. Another turnover for the Spurs. That makes 5 consecutive possessions with turnovers for San Antonio. You're not going to win with that kind of performance. Knicks come down looking for the lead. Karl-Anthony Towns on the left wing. Hands to Brunson on the attack left baseline. Pitch back out. Karl-Anthony Towns on the left wing. Guarded by Wembanyama. Karl-Anthony Towns fakes. Dumps a pass underneath the Bridges. Shoots it in, and the Knicks are in front. 53-52, 35 seconds left for the half. Spurs looking for a 2-for-1. Fox back the other way. Fakes, gives it to Keldon Johnson. They won't get the 2-for-1. Wembanyama has it in the right corner. Wembanyama with a jump pass underneath, stolen by Brunson. Back come the Knicks the other way. 1 second difference, shot clock to game clock. The Knicks will play for 1. 53-52 Knicks. 15 seconds left in the first half. Jalen Brunson has it out near the timeline. Finds Bridges. Left corner, Karl-Anthony Towns for 3. Got it! And the Knicks are up 4. 56-52, 5 seconds left in the half. Here comes De'Aaron Fox, 2 seconds. Fox on the drive, free throw line, jumper on the way, short. And just like they closed game 1, the Knicks closed the first half with a flurry, and they turn a 12-point deficit into a 4-point lead. Jalen Brunson has 10 for the Knicks. Wembanyama has only 7, and Wembanyama has taken only 4 shots so far here in the first half. You score at the end of the first half. It's the Knicks 56 and the Spurs 52. We'll come back with our halftime activities after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN. This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Base.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Halftime in San Antonio, and the Spurs are trailing 56-52 as the Knicks close the first half with a flurry, just like they closed the fourth quarter of Game 1 with a flurry. Time now for that halftime report, brought to you in part by Fanatics, officially licensed everything. And since the Droid is hanging out with me, we're going to go to him first for his first staff analysis. Droid, take it away.
Well, here's the thing. One of the big things that have been plaguing both teams is turnovers. Both teams have about equal 7 turnovers. I think Wemby made the Spurs 8 turnovers. So turnovers have been playing in both of these teams, but the thing that's been killing the Spurs the most is that they're taking the shots, but the shots aren't going in. It's really hard to of course, it's going to be hard to win games when the shots aren't going in, but when you're taking high contested shots, it's just not going to work out for you. It's not going to end well. So I think the Spurs need to take a lot more high chance shots, need to find those plays, because it seems like once it got to the second quarter, they kind of stopped really caring with the ball. They took less care of the ball, and that gave the Knicks a bigger opportunity, an easier opportunity to come back. And that's one of the big things, is that they were looking for those high percentage looks versus the low percentage, just chuck it up there. I get you have Victor Wembanyama. I get those look easy to him, but in reality, it's just not beneficial for the rest of your players.
And, and I'll tell you another thing. I'll go back to a point that you made late in the first half, is that Karl Anthony Towns has been huge for the Knicks in this first half. This is going to be a high-scoring slugfest, says Inspirational Truth. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised whatsoever, because the Spurs led game one 55-48 at the end of the first half. Now both teams have 50 points at the end of the first half. Here, the late flurry of turnovers by San Antonio has cost them what was in essence a 12-point lead. When the flagrant foul was called on Josh Hart, that seemed to buoy the Knicks, because the Spurs could not take advantage of the chances to get extra points. They wound up having 2 possessions, and they only got a total of 3 points on those 2 possessions that were combined into 1. Before I go any further, let me shout out Royston Gibbs for his donation. Thank you very much, Royston. We appreciate it. If y'all want to donate to the cause, you can do so via Cash App at $sign Tallman Dr. K50, or you can do so via PayPal, paypal.me/snowman2172. Inspirational Truth says this is going to be a high-scoring slugfest game. Would not be surprised either way. Let's take a break. We'll go over the first half stats when you all get back. It's the Knicks 56 and the Spurs 52. We'll be back with more after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, aka Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV, and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable, and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic. They called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Oh, wait, hold on. All right, so we're going to go around to the MLB again for another recap on what is going on around the MLB. Your finals for today: 18-3 Giants over Cubs, 7-3 Tigers over Mariners. Phillies beat the White Sox 8-6. The Red Sox beat the Yankees 5-3. Orioles beat the Blue Jays 13-3. The Rays beat the Marlins 6-0, and then the Braves beat the Pirates 6-3. At the middle of the seventh, we're at the middle of the seventh in Houston. It's 5-1 Astros over the Athletics. At the top of the seventh I believe Dallas. I'm not too sure where the Texas Rangers are set up. They are up 3-2 in the top of the seventh. In St. Louis, they're at the middle of the sixth. Cardinals lead 4-3. In Colorado, Denver, they lead 3-1 over the Brewers. In Minnesota, they are down 2-0 to the Kansas City Royals at the middle of the third. At the top of the third in San Diego, the Mets lead 1-0 now after it being scoreless for a little bit. And in Arizona, the Nationals lead the Diamondbacks 2-0 at the bottom of the second. And the first pitch for the Dodgers Angels at Dodger Stadium is about to be underway. In the WNBA today, the Sky took down the Sun 85-80. Skylar Diggins with a 24-point night, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And then Brittany Griner, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. And Anish Morrow, 8 points, 17 rebounds, 3 assists for the Sun. The Sparks have kicked it off in LA. 13-9 is the score right now. Sparks lead. And the Fire are playing back at home against the Mercury, 7 after taking a massive win a couple weeks, about a few days ago to the Indiana Fever. They did lose to the Valkyries 3 nights ago. And then we head to the NHL to recap you on yesterday. The Carolina Hurricanes took an overtime win 4-3 after the Vegas Golden Knights took a 2-0 lead. The Carolina Hurricanes scored 3 straight, and then Mark Stone tied it with about 1:21, and then Seth Jarvis skated it off with 16:04 remaining in overtime. Assists by Shane Gostisbehere and Sebastian Aho. Carter Hart was 22 for 26, 84.6 save percentage. Frederick Anderson, 23 for 26, 88.5. In this game, the Knicks lead the Spurs 56-52. The live spread is San Antonio by 4.5. Over-under presented by One Parlay is 11.5 rebounds. And then the total points over-under is 213.5 right now. And the Spurs are favored on Kalshi 54% to 46%. Would love to help Brian get a Kalshi deal. In news of the World Cup, June 11th is when the World Cup kicks off. You got South Africa versus Mexico, Group A matchups. You got South Africa, Mexico, Czechia, Korea, and then Group B and Group D kick off on June 12th. Bosnia versus Canada and Paraguay versus United States. And then Group C kicks off with Morocco, Brazil, and Scotland, Haiti. Group B and D continue on, Switzerland, Qatar, and Turkey and Australia. Sundays when Group E and F kick off, Curacao versus Germany, Japan versus Netherlands. That's actually going to be a great match in my opinion. Ecuador versus Cote d'Ivoire, Tunisia versus Sweden. June 15th, Cabo Verde plays Spain. Egypt play Belgium. Uruguay play Saudi Arabia. New Zealand play Iran. Tuesday, June 16th, Senegal will play France. Norway will play Iraq. Algeria will play Argentina. That game's going to be at Kansas City Stadium, a.k.a. Arrowhead Stadium, and Jordan versus Austria. And then Wednesday, the Congo DR will play Portugal. Croatia plays England. Panama play Ghana. Colombia plays Uzbekistan. And then that's going to be your first few group matches in terms of the FIFA World Cup. We go to the FedEx feedback zone. Sick Diggy says Wemby needs to dominate on the inside given his size. To be fair, they got a pretty even matchup when it comes to they got right now they got Karl Anthony Towns guarding him, so we'll see how that goes. as they're about to kick it off here back in San Antonio. I'll send it back to Brian.
We get ready for the third quarter. Knicks 56, Spurs 52. Since 11:30 remained in the second quarter, the Knicks outscored the Spurs 31-15 and held the Spurs to 3 for 20 shooting, including 1 for 9 from distance. Knicks ball right to left in the blue tops, blue bottoms. A bounce pass to Towns, low left. Karl Anthony Towns, guarded by Victor Wembanyama, hands it off to Jalen Brunson. Brunson bounce pass back is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knicks. They'll have 5 seconds to try a shot. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, to his credit, has done a great job on Wembanyama. Anunoby looks to pull the trigger. Foul line extended left. In play to Brunson. His three, no good. Rebound Towns. He lays it in. Offensive rebound for the Knicks. 58-52. New York by 6 and half a minute gone in the third quarter. Stephon Castle at the controls out front. Guarded by Josh Hart, who's playing with 3 fouls. Castle got bumped. Jump pass stolen by Brunson, but a foul called underneath. $11:20 remaining in the third quarter. 58-52. Knicks lead by 6. Foul line extended right. Castle looks to come in. They're giving the Spurs no kind of room whatsoever. And a steal by Brunson. Brunson back the other way. Brunson feeds Josh Hart. Back to Towns. Left side Anunoby on the drive. In from the left. Finds Josh Hart. Up front Towns. Towns on the drive in on Wembanyama. Shoots the shot. No good. Rebound tip. Comes down to Vassell. Spurs back the other way. Looking to cut it to 4. Castle out front. Finds Champagny. Champagny with a fake. Cross-court pass to Vassell in the right corner. Low right Wembanyama against Anunoby. They got a mismatch. Wembanyama turns and faces low right against Anunoby. Works his way to the free throw line. Comes up shooting and hitting. That's only his 5th shot that he's taken all night, but it brings the Spurs to within 4 and 10-40, I beg your pardon, remaining in the third. Wembanyama has 9 points on the night. That has got to change. Mikal Bridges on the left wing. Bridges has it on the drive in from the left, feeds Anunoby. His 3-try from the left corner. Good! That's a big 3-point goal, and the Knicks go up 7. 61-54. Champagny back the other way. On the drive, into the lane. His shot's blocked by Anunoby. Cleared by Towns. Outlet pass to Hart. His pass tipped out of bounds by Wembanyama, and the Spurs are the Spurs are slow by at least 3 steps, and that has been true since midway through the second quarter. The Spurs have been forcing shots, and the Knicks defense has forced them to take those kind of shots. Anunoby with a big block a moment ago. Here's Karl Anthony Towns. Backs in on Wembanyama. Backs in. Throws the shot up. No good. Rebound. Stephon Castle back the other way. Castle on the drive. In the lane. His shot's blocked by Anunoby. Cleared by Bridges. Back come the Knicks. And Hart is fouled from behind by Julian Champagny. It is all Knicks since 11 and a half minutes remaining in the second quarter. And remember, the Spurs led this game by 12. Just like in game 1, the Spurs led by 14 and lost by 10. And I said it at the top of the series, the Spurs have to solve this savage New York defense. They have not been able to do so in a game plus. Brunson across the timeline into the front court finds Josh Hart. Josh Hart on the right wing. Josh Hart, series of dribbles, now finds Brunson. Brunson backs his way to the right corner. Back to Hart, a 3-try from the right. Nope. Rebound taken down by Vassell. Vassell back the other way. Now finds De'Aaron Fox out front. De'Aaron Fox steps back, now finds Wemby. His 3-try from the right. Rebound to the corner, saved by Josh Hart. Back come the Knicks on the run. Ahead to Brunson. A straight-on 3. He got it! Jalen Brunson and the Knicks are running away. They lead by 10. 64-54. An 8-2 run to begin this third quarter, and the Spurs want time. 9:20 left in the third quarter. 9:19, I beg your pardon, left in the third quarter, and your score, Knicks 64, Spurs 54. We'll come back with more of the NBA World Championship Series after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
The NBA World Championship Series continues here on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Game 3 comes your way on Monday from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in New York. That'll be at 8:30. Pack. All the games will be at 8:30 for the Stanley Cup and for the NBA World Championship. Game 4 comes your way on Wednesday from the world's most famous arena. And should a Game 5 be necessary, it'll be next Saturday back in Texas. 64-54, the Spurs trail by 10. And they just turned the ball over. Knicks lead this series 1-0, looking to get greedy and take them both down in Texas. It'll be the Knicks that will pull the trigger at the timeline. Foul line extended left. Brunson looks. He looks. He comes in play to Towns. Back to Brunson at the timeline. Brunson on the attack, left wing. Bounce pass picked up. Brunson able to get it back. Brunson on the drive in the lane. His pass is picked off by Wembanyama ahead to Fox. Fox on the drive in the lane. Throws it up. Yes, and a foul call. Boy, did the Spurs need that. They're back within 8 with a free throw to come for De'Aaron Fox. Foul by Josh Hart is his 4th. And that's huge going forward for New York. Because remember, Josh Hart had 15 rebounds on Wednesday. De'Aaron Fox has 14 points. But the man they need to get involved in this ball game is Victor Wembanyama. He's done nothing to this juncture. Free throw good for Fox. It's a 7-point game, 64-57. 8:55 left in the third. Jalen Brunson brings it up, guarded by Stephon Castle. The pressure wearing off. Brunson on the drive, off to the right. Backs up against Stephon Castle. 10 on the clock. Brunson keeps his dribble. 7 to shoot. Brunson on the drive, top of the circle. Over the top to Shamet. In the left corner is Bridges for 3. Got it! Mikal Bridges extends the lead back to 10 with 8:28 left in the third. Mikal Bridges with 14 points. De'Aaron Fox back the other way, guarded by Bridges. Fox on the attack, meets a double team, finds Wembanyama, back to Fox on the left wing. Fox turns on the dribble against Mikal Bridges. Fox splits the double team, stops at the free throw line, and a travel. When you have a shot like that, De'Aaron Fox, take it. Actually, that was an offensive foul that was called on Wembanyama. That's only his first. And Wembanyama has been absent during these finals so far. Brunson off to the left. Brunson straight on between the circles. Brunson against Champagny. Backdoor cut to Shamet. Pitch out Towns, left wing. Towns on the drive in from the left. Back out to Shamet. His lean in 3. Nope. 24-second violation. Eleven turnovers for San Antonio, 10 for the Knicks. And the Spurs need a bucket, and they need one fast. Stephon Castle off to the left. Castle on the drive, in the lane, fakes, pitch back out, Wembanyama for the right-hand flush. Needed that, and they got to get their big star, the alien, Victor Wembanyama, involved in this ballgame, and they got to do it fast. 7:20 for the third, 67-59 New York. Brunson has it off to the left, guarded by Champagny. In a switch. Brunson on the drive. Turns on the dribble. 8 to shoot. Brunson at the free throw line. 6 on the clock. Jump pass left corner. Landry Shamet's 3. Good! They've had 4 in this quarter. 70-59. The Knicks lead by 11. This is the biggest lead of the night for New York. This is a 23-point swing. Here comes Fox. Fox off to the right. Bounce pass Champagny. In the left corner, a 3-try on the way by Vassell. No good. Tip Wembanyama. No. Tip good. Vassell. Lead down to 9. 70-61 and 6:40 for the third. Spurs need to tighten up defensively and turn the screws, but a foul called on Vassell out front. Or did they call that on Fox? They called it on Fox. Dylan Harper and Keldon Johnson now on for the Spurs. Stephon Castle will get credit for that basket. At the foul line, they look to come in, and they come in play to Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns turns on the dribble. Down the lane he comes, all the way, shoots it in off the glass. He's got 19. 72-61. Knicks by 11. Dylan Harper back the other way. Out front, Wembanyama. Left side, Castle. Castle with a jump pass intended for Wembanyama. He's able to catch it. Goes up, missed it. And a foul called underneath on Karl-Anthony Towns. So 2 free throws coming up for Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama with 11 points in the game. 2 free throws coming up here. They've got to get him involved in this contest. They barely got him involved in game 1. He's only taken 6 shots so far tonight. The rest of his points have come from the line. First free throw here is good. 72-62. Again, game 3 Monday for Madison Square Garden. We'll have that for you in place of Monday Night Baseball. We're going to follow this series to its completion. And then we'll go back to the WNBA as well as Major League Baseball. Had to put baseball on the shelf because we got some movement with the WNBA and also with our coverage of the NBA. When Wembanyama gets ready, the second attempt on the way is no good, and the rebound Bridges. 72-62. Spurs turn on the pressure. Bridges flying the other way. Finds Towns in the left corner. Towns with a fake. Castle gets him. Towns steps through. Dumps it low to Bridges. Bridges low left over the top pass into Towns. He goes up. Nope. Wipe it out. That's an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. 6:01 left in the third, and the Spurs have got to get some points. (72-62). Karl Anthony Towns has 4 fouls. He also has 21 points. Here comes Castle on the drive to the right. Hook pass back left corner, Dylan Harper. He'll take a 3, and he missed it. Rebound tip, Keldon Johnson comes down with it, goes up and scores. Lead down to 8, 72-64. 5:40 remaining in the third quarter. That bench for San Antonio has got to come through right now. Everybody's standing and cheering in the Frostbank Center. 30 points in the paint for the Spurs, 22 for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out near the timeline. Wraparound dribble. Keeps his dribble with 10 on the clock. Brunson on the move to the right. Brunson on the drive in from the right. Lays it up off the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Keldon Johnson. Ahead to Castle. Back to KJ. KJ finds Dylan Harper on the right wing. Back to KJ. Left side Castle. 3-pointer on the way. Got it! The Spurs are back to within 5 with 5 minutes left in the third. Now, can they turn the screws defensively one more time? Bridges has it on the left wing. Off the screen from Mitchell Robinson, who's in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bounce pass, Jalen Brunson drives in from the right. Lean in, flip, bank, no. Follow is no good. Rebound on the floor. Keldon Johnson comes down with it. Outlet pass to Castle. Castle stops. Over the top to Wemby. He missed the dunk. Rebound, Shamet. Back come the Knicks, 3-on-2. Shamet finds Jalen Brunson underneath the Bridges. Baseline jump. Got it. 74-67, 4:28 left in the third. It's the Spurs that have been trailing for most of this quarter. Do they have a finishing kick? Stephon Castle has it out front. Castle on the drive, in the lane. His pass is tipped away, stolen by Bridges. Back the other way to Brunson. Back to Bridges. Bridges to Brunson between the circles. Brunson holds and looks against Wembanyama in a switch. They got a mismatch somewhere if they can locate it. 10 on the clock. Brunson directing traffic, now met in a double team. Finds Shamet. Shamet on the drive. Free throw line jumper, short. Rebound Vassell. Back come the Spurs, down 7. Vassell in the front court. Finds Wembanyama. Wembanyama. This steal, Bridges. Wemby. That's for you. That's the floor. 74-70. And 3:38 remaining in the third. On the left side is Anunoby. He flies in and lays it in. Back to 6 is the lead now for the New York Knicks. 76-70, 3:25 left in the third. Stephon Castle has it on the right wing. Castle on the attack. In from the right. Lays it in. 4-point game again. And the Knicks want time, and they're going to need it. 3:18 left in the third. And your score is the New York Knicks 76 and the San Antonio Spurs 72. We'll be back with more of the NBA Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give CarShield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Castle's basket brings the Spurs to within 4, 76-72, with 3:19 remaining in the third quarter. Along with the droid Shane Creighton, I'm the Snowman Brian Snow, bringing you live coverage of the 2026 NBA World Championship Series. As the Spurs are fighting back to get back in this game, they're within 4 right now. Duncan Potatoes with us. He says when you're talking about turnovers, you got to control the ball, slow down, and protect the pill. Absolutely. Sick Diggy says this game is going to boil down to who can make the least mistakes / errors, or rather who can make the most of the other team's mistakes. Very true. Pure Adrenaline Sports in the house. He's covering the Mets and the Padres right now. He says go Knicks. The Knicks lead by 4 right now. Paul Westhead receiving the Chuck Daly Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. And Paul Westhead has a tie with Magic Johnson. What tie is that? I'll explain as we start the fourth quarter. Knicks have the ball up by 4. They scramble for the ball underneath, and the Spurs come up with a steal. Here comes Stephon Castle. Johnson back to Castle. Right wing Dylan Harper. Harper in the right corner. Harper spins on the dribble, gets in the lane, hands it off the corner. Back outside Keldon Johnson. Down to Stephon Castle. 8 to shoot. Stephon Castle stops. A three-pointer on the way. In and out. Bad shot. Rebound Landry Shamet. Folks from PAS is coming up is coming to visit us. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Here comes Shamet on the move, right baseline. Shamet picks up his dribble. Guarded by Champagne, looking for a 5-second count. Throws it to Brunson. Brunson has it in the corner. Brunson on the drive in the lane. His fall-away shot is good. What a shot by Deuce McBride. Not Brunson, it's Deuce McBride. 78-72 Knicks. 2:18 for the third. Castle across into the front court. Castle on the move to the right. Cross-court pass back left to Champagne. Champagne back to Castle on the right wing. 11 to shoot. Castle on the drive in the lane. His floater rimming no. Rebound taken down by the Knicks. Mikal Bridges brings it up. Bridges in the front court. Bridges on the move to the left. Finds McBride back to Bridges. Bridges stops at the free throw line. Comes up shooting and hitting. 80-72 Knicks. Charles Adderley with us. Gina MPF is with us. All from the Pure Adrenaline Sports crew. Thank you all for coming in. Luke Cornyn has it this time. Out front, Keldon Johnson on the drive, down the lane to the hole, lays it up. Nope, foul called, and Keldon Johnson shoots a pair. Hit the like button on the way in, folks. Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That was such a high shot that Deuce McBride made. It went over the defender's head. That's where you're supposed to put it. Bridges, the same thing. Johnson's free throw. No good off the back of the rim. That was off when it left his hand. Johnson tries again. Got it. He made one of two, but the Spurs have to turn the screws defensively. And they're going to have to do it for the rest of the game. 90 seconds for the third. McBride across into the front court. McBride, guarded by De'Aaron Fox, plays it left side to Bridges. Robinson comes to set the screen. Bridges doesn't use it. Gets all the way in the lane. Now Bridges on the drive in from the right. Fall away jumper at the free throw line. Good! Mikal Bridges with 18. The lead is 9. 82-73. Knicks lead. 110 for the third. Dylan Harper has it. Bridges has 20 in the game. Harper with a jump pass to the left corner for Fox. De'Aaron Fox comes back outside. A KJ 3. Short. Rebound. Deuce McBride. Jose Alvarado back the other. They're back the other way, and I lost my feed. Doggone it. Hang with me, folks. Getting everything back together here. Why now the feed is lost, I don't know. And I apologize, folks. 84-75 is our score. They're at the end of 3. And that's where we are going to take a break. And we're going to head to the fourth quarter. Memories of Bernard King. Absolutely. Memories of Bernard King is one of the superstar thing that should have won a title. That's the years that he put in with the Knicks. And I hate that he didn't. There are so many stars in the NBA. Matter of fact, that'll be our question at the end of the third quarter. What stars do you think should have won an NBA title but didn't? I gave you one of mine in Bernard King. Give me another in Charles Barkley. I love watching Charles play. Loved watching him play. Let's go to a break while we figure this out. We're done with 3. Knicks 84, Spurs 75. The money period up next on the Snowman Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color of crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
84-75, Knicks lead by 9 as we get set for the fourth and final period. Mitch Johnson needs to figure out something because Mike Brown and the Knicks have outplayed him. The Knicks have outplayed the Spurs. Mike Brown has outcoached the Spurs, and every time the Spurs have needed a defensive stop, especially in the second half of either one of these games, they haven't been able to get it. Here we go to the fourth quarter as Wembanyama has it on the left wing. Wembanyama guarded by Mitchell Robinson. Wembanyama with a fake on the drive, cut off on the baseline, and a foul called. With 11:44 remaining in what could be the Spurs season, because it's going to be tough for them to come back if they're down 2-0 going to New York. 84-75 Knicks. They lob it in play to Castle. Castle guarded by Landry Shamet. Castle on the drive in from the left. Now finds Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson goes up. Had his shot blocked by Robinson. Cleared by Robinson. Outlet pass Alvarado. Alvarado on the move in the front corner off to the left. Alvarado works off the Robinson screen. Plays it right side to McBride. Deuce McBride has it this time. Standing dribble. 12 to shoot. McBride standing on the right wing. Now works his way out near the timeline. 10 on the clock. McBride on the drive. Cut off at the three-point stripe. Left wing. Now on the drive in from the right. Fall away jumper. Rimming no. Tip Robinson no. Rebound comes back out to the Knicks. A Bridges three is no good. And the rebound. Alvarado again. The Spurs are getting outworked. Damn it for three. He got it. And that is huge. They are getting outworked. The Spurs are simply getting outworked. The Knicks had 4 shots at the target. This is the Knicks' largest lead of the game. Matches the Spurs' largest lead. Here is Stephon Castle. Out front, Wembanyama, a straight on three. Yep. Spurs back to within 9 with 10:40 remaining. But it's this end, the Spurs, the defensive end, where the Spurs need to turn the screws. Victor Wembanyama has 22 points. On the right wing is Mikal Bridges. Bridges on the drive in from the right. Floats the shot up. No good. Rebound tip. Tipped twice. Robinson had it. Lost it. Castle comes down with it. Ahead to Vassell. Now to Keldon Johnson on the drive in from the right. Lost the ball out of bounds. Stays with the Knicks. Or stays with the Spurs, I beg your pardon. AB Media is what this says. Can the Knicks pull it off? They did once already. And Landry Shamet is down on the baseline. Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns back in for the Knicks. They're going to go the rest of the way. Shamet has 10 points. He's 2 of 4 from three-point land tonight. The Spurs are within 9, 10-15 remaining. Josh Hart back in, Shamet out. So starters are going to try to go the rest of the... Well, Shamet is in, and Deuce McBride is out. The only starter that's not in is OG Anunoby. Baseline left, they look to come in. Underneath to Vassell with a two-hand... the Castle with a two-hand smash. The lead is 7. 87-80. Louis Conyer in the house with us. What's up, Louis? If you like what you see and what you hear of our old school play-by-play coverage, consider making a donation to our Cash App at $Tallman Dr. K50 or via PayPal. Out front, Karl Anthony Towns whips it underneath. His shot's blocked by Wembanyama. Cleared by Castle. Spurs on the run. And now that pass is stolen by Shamet. Brunson, I beg your pardon. Brunson back the other way. Out front, Josh Hart. Right side, Towns. Back to the right corner for McBride. Jalen Brunson has it in the right corner. Foul by De'Aaron Fox. Turnovers hurting the... Now De'Aaron Fox and Jalen Brunson with a couple words for each other. And the players are going to have to be separated. .35 left in the ball game. 87-80. The Knicks lead by 7. They've led by as many as 12, as the Spurs have led by as many as 12. Jalen Brunson will pull the trigger. Foul line extended right. In play it comes to Bridges. 13 to shoot. Brunson has it back out near the timeline. Brunson assists the dribble out front, guarded by Stephon Castle. 6 to shoot. Castle now left side. Shamet for three. Short. Long rebound. Karl Anthony Towns. They get it fresh 14. Here's Brunson's three. That's short. Rebound Vassell. Vassell and the Spurs on the run. Dylan Harper on the attack. On the drive. All the way lays it in. It's a 5-point game. 87-82. Spurs back within 5. They've scored 7 in a row. 9 minutes left. Mikal Bridges at the controls. Bridges between the circles off to the right. Works off the Brunson screen. Drives in on Wembanyama. Fall away baseline jumper. No good. Rebound Stephon Castle. Now the Spurs with a chance to cut it to 3 or 2 with a long one. Castle off to the right. Castle going to right. Karl Anthony Towns in a switch. Castle goes over the top to Wembanyama. He missed the shot. Rebound taken down by Karl Anthony Towns. That's the second chippy underneath that he's missed tonight. Now they whip it underneath to Shamet, who comes back outside to Hart. Back to Shamet. Out front, Jalen Brunson. Brunson between the circles, out near the timeline. 10 on the clock. Jalen Brunson leans over the dribble, guarded by Stephon Castle. Now chased by Wemby in a switch. Out front, Karl Anthony Towns. Left corner, Shamet. His three is good. That's a big one. That's a big one. 90-82. Knicks lead by 8, and the Spurs want time. 8-18 left for the ball game, and the Knicks are threatening to go up 2 games to none. Your score, Knicks 90, Spurs 82. This is 2026 NBA World Championship Series. We'll continue with our coverage after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Next time we'll be here with you on SMSN is tomorrow, and it's a carousel night because we have the Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty. Also, Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final as Vegas and Carolina are tied 1 game apiece. 90-82, the Spurs trail by 8. The Knicks have had a counterpunch for every time the Spurs have tried to make a comeback in this ball game. Who will have the finishing kick? Or as the late, great Jim Durham would say, who's going to blink first? The Spurs have been blinking the entire second half. Stephon Castle brings it up. We'll set your lineups for you in just a moment. Castle on the move to the left. Jump pass, Wembanyama out front. Hands to the Aaron Fox. Fox on the drive in the lane. Whip pass back out to Harper. Harper on the drive in from the left to the hole. Lays it up. Block! But a foul called, and Dylan Harper shoots two. OG Anunoby picks up a foul. Anunoby picks up the foul. Jordan, I come to you very quickly. What is the key for the Spurs to come back and get this one?
Your shots. That's all I really got to say. Just hit your shots.
Harper gets ready, shoots the first one, in and out, and it stayed out. Man alive, nothing going down for the Spurs. Brent Barry in the house, former Spur. Second shot by Harper is good. 7-point lead, 90-83, and 8 minutes left. Jalen Brunson brings it up. Harper has 9 off the bench. He's 4 of 10 from the field, along with 5 rebounds. Jalen Brunson at the controls out front near the timeline, guarded by Stephon Castle with pass back to Anunoby. Anunoby on the drive in from the right, feeds it right corner. A Shamet 3, rimming no. Wembanyama had the rebound. It comes down, but a loose ball foul against the Knicks. It's on Josh Hart, and that's his 5th. And he did have a piece of Wembanyama, so that is the correct call. That is Josh Hart's 5th foul. Mikal Bridges back in, Josh Hart out. And I'll say it again, Josh Hart had 15 rebounds on Wednesday. Deuce McBride in, Shamet goes out. Spurs ball down 7. And Josh Hart is scoreless. Here's Castle in the lane, looking for help. Throws it away. Brunson has it on the break. Drives in on Champagny. He goes up and lays it in. 92-83. Knicks by 9. 7:20 remaining. Every time the Spurs have tried to get back in the game, they've had a costly turnover. 15 for Brunson on the night. On the right wing is Vassell. On the drive to the free throw line. His pass was tipped, but a foul call. (92-83) Knicks. And what they did correctly was when Castle got into the lane, they trapped him. And when they trapped him, he had nowhere to go, threw the ball away, and the Knicks took advantage of it. In play to Castle. Castle on the drive in from the right. Lean in flip. Nope. Rebound Towns. Back the other way comes Karl Anthony Towns. Feeds it right corner. Anunoby's 3. Rimming no. Rebound tip. Back out to Brunson. Left side 3 on the way. Is good for McBride. They are totally taking the Spurs out of the play. And the New York fans are making a lot of noise in Texas. The Knicks are putting on another defensive fourth quarter clinic. Timeout called by Mitch Johnson and the Spurs. Your score: Knicks 95, Spurs 83. Back with more of our World Championship Series coverage after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god
whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
They're threatening to go up 2 games to 9 in this NBA World Championship Series. And, I'll tell you something, man. The Spurs, and I said this at the top of the finals, whoever outworks the other is going to win. And so far, it's New York. They are outworking, and they're kicking the Spurs' tail at every turn. And it started Wednesday night in the fourth quarter. Midway through the third quarter. I'll finish my thought here in just a moment. De'Aaron Fox brings it up. Fox has it in the front court. Wemby has 22 points, has not scored in about 4 minutes. Dylan Harper off to the left. They're looking to get Wemby going. They can't get it to him. Now they do at the free throw line. Wemby on the drive into the lane, shoots it up, rimming. No! Down Jalen Brunson. That's the kind of night it's been for the Spurs. Brunson walks across the timeline into the front court. 6:20 remaining. Brunson off to the right. That shot went halfway down and then came right back out. McBride bounced past Karl Anthony Towns in the left corner. Guarded by De'Aaron Fox in a switch. Over the top pass, Anunoby. Anunoby on the drive. In from the right. In on Wemby. Goes up. Two-hand dunk. 6 minutes left. New York by 14. Harper back the other way. All the way. He shoots it up. His shot's blocked, but a foul call. And Dylan Harper shoots a pair. He's 2 for 4 on the night. The last 2 shots for the Spurs went halfway down and popped right back out. I might have to find that old Go New York, Go New York, Go Royston. With Game 3 being Monday in New York. And that slam came over the top of Wemby. The Knicks are outworking the Spurs. And I mean at every turn. And the Spurs look gassed. They look totally gassed after that burst they came out with to begin the game. Harper gets ready, shoots the first one, got it. 97-84. It's been the defensive end where the Knicks have come alive and the Spurs have fallen asleep. Dylan Harper actually got fouled on that last defensive sequence and nothing called. Dylan Harper, most points by a rookie in a single postseason in franchise history. He's got 261. Harper tries again. Yep, he's 2. 785. And I'll say it is this end where the Spurs, they got to turn the Spurs defense in front court. They're making this look easy. Brunson backs up on the dribble off to the left. Brunson now works his off the bridges screen. Brunson headed on the attack. Wembanyama. Brunson with a fake. Jump pass underneath. to Towns. He goes up, shot block. Towns gets the rebound, comes back out to a three-pointer from it, and the shot off. Victor says, I hate to say it, but this series could be over. It looks that way, and Stellan Castle is hurt. The Air Fox has it out front, 20-footer, got it. 97-87. Oh, they gave him 3? They gave him 3 on that. And the Knicks are burning a timeout. I thought he would have 1 foot on the line. No, he didn't. He had both feet behind the line. He had both feet behind the line. That's a big lead for Antonio. It sends us to a timeout. 5:26 remaining in regulation time. It's 97, Spurs 88. The NBA Championship continues after this on Snowman
This is the
Network.
NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV, and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable, and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic. They called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection.
Short timeout. We're back to business as Jalen Brunson has it in the front court, straddling the timeline, guarded by Champagny in a switch. Brunson on the attack, into the lane, floats the shot out, good, rebound, Towns, stays with the Knicks. Now let's see if the Knicks have a close. Let's see if the Spurs have a finishing kick like the Knicks did on Wednesday. They have it in play to Brunson. Fadeaway shot, left baseline. Rimming, no. Rebound tip comes down to the Spurs. Devin Vassell brings it up. Vassell out of Florida State comes into the front court, guarded by up front De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox has it on the drive, in the lane, fakes, lean in, scoop. Got it! 7-point game. The Spurs are trying to climb their way back into the game. They're on a 7-0 run. 4:40 remaining in regulation time. Knicks 97, Spurs 90. Mikal Bridges backs up 4-3. Rimming, no. Rebound, Dylan Harper. Outlet pass to Vassell, or to Fox, rather. De'Aaron Fox on the drive. Spins on Bridges. Out front, Wembanyama. Wembanyama drives in on Karl Anthony Towns. Double fake. Looking for help. Lean in, scoop. Got it! Wemby is 24. And the Knicks will burn a full timeout. 9 in a row for the Spurs in the last 148. And now the Spurs are back in this ball game, trying to finish with a closing kick the same way the Knicks did on Wednesday. Time on the floor. 4:17 for regulation time. It's the Spurs trailing the Knicks 97-92. The NBA World Championship Series continues on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in...
Again, we're quickly back to business. Jalen Brunson over the top pass to Karl Anthony Towns on the left wing, 13 to shoot. Guarded by Harper. Back to Brunson on the drive into the lane. His shot's blocked by Wembanyama, cleared by De'Aaron Fox. Spurs with a chance to cut it to three or two with a long one. Out front, Vassell, a long three. Bingo! The Spurs are back to within two. 97-95. This is a 12-0 Spurs run in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Now they'll turn on the pressure. A bullet pass ahead to Karl Anthony Towns. On the right wing is Mikal Bridges. Bridges holds and looks, guarded by Devin Vassell. They chased him in a double team. Back to Brunson between the circles. 8 to shoot. Brunson on the move to the right. Works off the Bridges screen. His three. No good. Wembanyama the flat-footed rebound. A chance to tie for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox on the move in the front court. Fox has his pass picked off by Bridges. Bridges on the fly all the way in on Vassell. Goes back out to Brunson. His three. Rimming no. Rebound Champagnie. Boy, the Spurs got lucky. And now they have numbers. They run ahead to Harper. Next defense get back. Here comes Harper on the drive in the lane. Follow away jumper. Good. We're tied at 97 apiece. 14 in a row for the San Antonio Spurs in the last 3 minutes. And we're back where we started at 97. 2:50 remaining. Who'd have thunk it? Brunson has it on the right wing. Bounce pass to Landry Shamet on the drive in the lane. Stops right in the lane. Had his pass picked off. Finds Anunoby. Anunoby fakes. He goes up. And it's stripped. It's out of bounds. It belongs to San Antonio with a shot at the lead. The Spurs are on a 14-0 run, and Mike Brown wants a review of this one. Mike Brown raced to midcourt, calling a timeout for a review, and we're going to look at it right here. The call was off of the Knicks, and that's the correct call. It went off of Anunoby. Actually, Mike Brown is looking for a foul. No foul was the call, simply out of bounds to the Spurs. And I'm looking at it again. Coaches challenged the out of bounds call. A foul proximate to the violation should have been called. A game or a shot clock violation. And I think that's a foul. I think that's a foul on Champagnie. So this call may be reversed. Droid, give me your thoughts. Is this a foul or is this simply out of bounds to San Antonio?
It is going to be a foul 100%. There's no way that they don't reverse it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the replay again. It is a 3-shot foul, or it should be called a 3-shot foul, as Anunoby was attempting the three. The call is overturned, so Anunoby will get 3 free throws to try to break this tie at 97 apiece. The Spurs have come all the way back from 14 down. There's 2:37 left for them to come back and get this one after basically sleepwalking for most of the second half. So OG Anunoby to the free throw line to shoot 3. So the Knicks keep their timeout. Anunoby gets ready. The first one on the way is good. 98-97 Knicks. Since 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Spurs have outscored the Knicks 14-1. And that one was a free throw. The second attempt on the way, good. 99-97 New York. They have led since halftime. Matter of fact, they've led since a minute remained in the first half. OG 4 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw number 3, got them all. OG Anunoby stuck on automatic, and the Knicks lead by 3, 100-97. 2:35 left. Again, who'd have thunk it? In the front court is Fox. Fox, wraparound dribble on the drive, all the way in, lean in, flip, nope, a lob to Wemby for the two-hand smash. Victor Wembanyama has 26. The lead is 100-99, and 2:20 remaining in the ball game. Jalen Brunson directing traffic in the front court. Brunson standing dribble out near the timeline. Brunson finds Bridges on the left wing. Bridges has it out front, 7 to shoot. Guarded by Vassell. Bridges on the drive, right of the lane. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. They come out to Anunoby. Anunoby on the fly, all the way in. Lays it up, no good. Tap, no. Rebound out of bounds. Stays with the Knicks. So the Knicks keep possession with 1:58 remaining. Leading by 100-99. The Knicks led this game by as many as 14. The Spurs scored 14 in a row to tie it. And substitutions coming in? Nope, no substitution. Knicks ball, left baseline. They look to come in. They come in, play to Bridges. Underneath, Jalen Brunson, reverse layup is in. Jalen Brunson extends the lead to 3. 1:54 remaining. Crunch time in San Antonio. Here comes Fox on the fly, right of the lane. Goes across the free throw lane, over the top pass to Champagny, back to Fox. In the left corner, Wembanyama. Wembanyama has it low left, backs up for 3. And the rebound, Josh Hart. Bounce pass to Jalen Brunson. Brunson on the fly, ahead to Bridges, back to Jalen Brunson. On the attack, all the way in. Missed the layup. Rebound, Vassell. Chance for the Spurs to cut up to 1. Dylan Harper on the attack, flying in. Reverse layup, blocked. But a foul called. And Dylan Harper shoots 2 with 1:24 left. Or did they call a goaltend? They called a goaltend. No foul, just a goaltend. And that's the right call because Karl Anthony Towns pinned it on the glass. And that's one thing you cannot do. You cannot pin it on the glass. 1:24 remaining. Knicks 102, Spurs 101. And actually, they're going to take a look at this. So this basket may come off the board. This is an official review. Want to shout out one of my homies, Michael Lyle, who did all the voice work for the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network and for Snowman in the Morning. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate your brotherhood, your friendship, and everything, my friend. Been friends with that man almost 14 years. Call stands. 102-101 Knicks. Josh Hart back in, playing with 5 fouls. 1:25 left in the ball game. Against full court pressure, they have it in play to Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson on the attack. Over the top pass to Mikal Bridges on the right wing. Bridges has it off to the right, guarded by Dylan Harper. 14 to shoot, 1:15 on the big one. Here comes Bridges on the drive to the left. Bridges assists a dribble out front, guarded by Champagny. 6 to shoot. Bridges on the drive, right of the lane, all the way in. His pass is stolen by Harper. Back come the Spurs. It's Harper on the drive, all the way in. Stops. Comes back out to Wembanyama, flying all the way in, lays it up. Good! And a foul called! The Spurs are back in front with 57.3 remaining. David Robinson is loving it. So is the Iceman. Great job by Wembanyama trailing the play, and then he picked up speed and flew all the way to the rim for the bucket, and a foul call. Wembanyama, 27 in the game. His free throw is good, and the Spurs are up a pair with 57.3 seconds left. First lead of the second half of the Spurs. Here comes Jalen Brunson, turns on the dribble, loses Dylan Harper. Brunson has it on the drive, backs up, 3-point stripe out near the timeline, 10 on the clock. Jalen Brunson has it on the drive, in on Champagny, fadeaway shot right of the lane, good! Tied at 104. And the Spurs call time with 39.3 seconds left. So instead of a blowout, this thing is coming down to the wire. Holy catfish, what a game. Hope that you enjoyed it as we enjoy bringing it to you. And if you did enjoy it, why don't you consider making a donation to the Snow family as we work to get everything back together here in the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network studios and myself back on my feet together with my family. 39.3 left. Knicks 104, Spurs 104. Back after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join.
All right, Jordan, I got a question for you. If you're the Spurs have possession right now. Do you play for one or do you try to get a 2-for-1? I would think they would try to get a 2-for-1 in this situation. Foul line extended left. They look to come in. Harper comes in, play to Wembanyama. Wembanyama guarded by Mitchell Robinson. Fadeaway shot left of the lane. No good. Rebound. Vassell had it. Jump ball. Or the Knicks have it. The Knicks have the ball. Knicks have it, looking for the lead with 30.3 seconds remaining. And that is the situation I had talked about, that you want to get. I would think, and the Spurs were thinking the way I was thinking, you want to get the last shot of the game, whether it's overtime or regulation. I would think they want to get the last shot of the game. The Spurs are going out swinging. Yes, indeed they are, Sick. Yes, indeed they are. And what the Spurs have done is they've gotten Victor Wembanyama back involved. 22 in the second half tonight for Victor Wembanyama, 29 for the game. But it's the Knicks that have possession with 30.3 seconds remaining. The Spurs have a foul to give. Each team has a challenge, and each team has one timeout left. Once again, the Spurs have a foul to give. 30.3 left. Now, are they going to do it? There's 23 on the shot clock. Now, are they going to do it in a hurry, or are they going to play this out? San Antonio's outscored the Knicks 29-20 here in the fourth quarter. Spurs are 3 for 4 from three-point land. And a lot of that came when they wiped out a 14-point deficit to get even. Robinson to come in, Bridges to come in. Foul line extended right, comes in play to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Castle, 17 on the shot clock, and they give the foul immediately. But now 24.3 seconds remaining. I think they waited a little too long to give the foul. Knicks 104, Spurs 104, 24.3 left. 17 on the shot clock, 22 on the big one. Brunson has it out near the timeline. Brunson leans over the dribble on the attack. Brunson stutter step dribble, 20-footer right of the key, no good. Rebound Wembanyama. They're going to play it. And Wemby throws it away. Oh, my heavens.
That's Castle's fault. That's Castle's fault.
It is Castle's fault because Castle was not looking. Castle was not looking. They had a break. They also had a timeout and didn't use it. The Spurs got the stop that they needed, and Castle did not let the ball went right off his back. Brunson to the free throw line. It's on the way. Good. 105-104 New York. 9.5 seconds left. Brunson has 20 points. He is 4-4 from the line. You can expect the Spurs to use a timeout. That turnover may have cost the Spurs the game and maybe the series. Now Brunson to the free throw line, shooting for point number 21. It's on the way. It is no good. Rebound, chased down. Got it by Luke Cornett. And a timeout. It's only a 1-point lead with 7.5 seconds left. And now the Spurs are out of timeouts. So the Spurs still have a chance to win. Cornett did a great job grabbing the ball underneath, and the Spurs got the timeout they wanted. That's their last timeout. New York has one remaining, so the Spurs are not only out of timeouts, they're out of challenges since they burned their last timeout. So the Twin Towers of Luke Cornett and Victor Wembanyama secure the possession for the Spurs. The Knicks have one timeout and one challenge remaining. Neither team with a foul to give. 7.5 seconds remaining. Oh boy, we hope that you enjoyed this one as we're bringing it to you. We're gonna have every game this series. I promise you that. 7.5 seconds left. Who do the Spurs go to? Do they go to Fox? It's Fox along with Harper, Castle, Vassell, and Wembanyama. Brunson is out for this play. Castle to come in, foul line extended right. Still looking. In play it comes to Fox. 5 seconds. Fox is on the dribble. Fox back to Wemby. 20-footer right of the key. Rebound, Vassell throws it up. No! And that's it. The Knicks have won. Vassell got the follow-up, but it rimmed out. And the Knicks have won their 13th straight playoff game. And now they lead the finals 2-0. Holy catfish, what a finish. The Knicks are up 2-0 in the NBA World Championship Series. And Michael Lyle, that's for you, buddy. The Spurs had a chance to win. They had so many chances to seal the game, both games in San Antonio. But unfortunately for them, the Knicks take them both. So the Knicks got absolutely greedy. Looking at the final play of the game, it was in the hands of De'Aaron Fox. They give it back to Wemby, and Wemby missed his shot. Vassell's foul shot didn't go, and that's it. The Knicks win 105-104. Their 7th straight road playoff win in these playoffs. Have mercy. The Knicks are halfway home to claiming their first world championship since 1973. And they did it with defense all night long. Give the Spurs credit. They climbed back in the game down by as many as 14, but the winning free throw comes from Jalen Brunson as Jalen Brunson and the Knicks escape San Antonio with a 2-0 lead, and they win tonight by a final of 105-104. We'll be back with the post-game show after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN.
Whew. What a finish in San Antonio tonight. Final score, Knicks 105, Spurs 104. We welcome you back inside Championship Central. Brian Snow here with you. And I'll tell you what, the Knicks made the plays they needed to make, but the Spurs gave this one away when Victor Wembanyama was trying to find Stephon Castle on the break. And to the fault of Stephon Castle, he wasn't looking. It turned into a turnover, which provided the winning point for New York as Jalen Brunson split a pair of free throws. And that's the difference. 105-104 is the final. Let's go over the scoring totals for tonight. The Knicks were led by Karl Anthony Towns, who had 21 points and 13 rebounds. Mikal Bridges and Jalen Brunson each had 20. OG Anunoby had 17. Josh Hart was playing in foul trouble most of the night. He had 6 rebounds on the night, but he did not score. Landry Shaman off the bench with 13. Mitchell Robinson had 7. Miles McBride had 5, and Jose Alvarado had a pair for these gutty New York Knicks, man. For the Spurs, they were led by Victor Wembanyama, who led all scorers with 29 points, 20 for De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, and Stephon Castle each with 14. But the player I think that was missing tonight was Julian Champagny. He got started early with 2 early 3-point field goals, but then they didn't go back to him, even though he played 36 minutes tonight. Dylan Harper had 15 off the bench for the Spurs. Keldon Johnson had 3, and Luke Cornett had 1. Harrison Barnes played. Carter Bryant played. Neither scored in the contest tonight. So many chances. The Spurs led by 9 at the end of 1. Trailed by 4 at the end of the half, by 9 at the end of 3, and they got the lead 104-102, but the Knicks pitch another shutout again. They score the last 3 points, all by Jalen Brunson, and they win tonight by a final of 105-104. Lapse in concentration indeed. Our Sakana Smooth, I think I got that right. I don't have my glasses with me. Says Knicks might sweep. They just might. They've won 13 in a row in the playoffs. And I don't want to say this series is over, but, and I'll just leave it at that. Final score tonight, Knicks 105, Spurs 104. Spurs trail 2-0 in this World Championship Series. Coming up tomorrow, more Championship Central coverage as we have Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes, and we're going to couple that and put it in the carousel along with the Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty. Both games will start at 8. We'll have simultaneous coverage. We'll do the Fever game, then provide coverage and updates from the Stanley Cup Final. Man, I'm worn out. I hope y'all enjoyed this. We enjoy bringing it to you. If you have, consider making a donation via PayPal at paypal.me/snowman2172 or by Cash App $ Tallman Dr. K50, or you can do it via Super Chat. I'll be back tomorrow with more championship coverage. And it's going to be a carousel kind of night. Holy cow, what a finish. Your final score, Knicks 105, Spurs 104. The preceding has been a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Until tomorrow when we have the WNBA and the Stanley Cup Final, my name is Brian Snow. Hope that you enjoyed it. Our crew tonight has been Shane Lake in the production booth. Dr. K. Jody Snow, our coordinating producer. Victor Locke has been our engineer. Sonia Fox has been behind all the computers. And thanks to everyone that tuned us in tonight. We had a nice audience. Let's continue to keep this going with every event on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Again, my name is Brian Snow. Hope that you enjoyed it as we enjoy bringing it to you. Good night and have a great weekend, everybody.
This is the NBA World Championship Series on SMSN. The preceding has been a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Go to watchsmsn.com for all other Snowman Multimedia Sports Network needs and watch for the return of snowmanmultimedia.com. Good night, everybody.